Could you introduce yourself to us, please?
My name is Diribe, and I'm a postbac student at Cal State Fullerton for the pre-health program. And I am a cohort 4 student, and I'll be finishing in the spring of 2013, and I'm in the linkage program with Western University.
Okay. What attracted you to the linkage program here at Cal State Fullerton?
For me, it was like killing 3 birds with 1 stone. Cal State Fullerton is, I think, about a mile and a half from my home. It was the cheapest program at the time, and it had a linkage with Western. And Western University was one of the DO schools that I was considering as I was looking at schools that I might go to after the program. And so I had these 3 conditions coming together in one place. And so not only did I want to go to Cal State Fullerton, I also knew that with the linkage, I had an opportunity to also go to Western University.
Great. What are some of the benefits that you have personally gained or anticipate gaining by being a linkage student?
I think the biggest one is the certainty that you get. I think when you know where you're going, you have a kind of focus that makes you know that whatever you do is going to be what the effort that you put into it. I think in the future there's going to be a lot of cost savings in terms of med school applications. Now, that might not be as significant in the long run as you might think it is, but I think the fact that I know exactly where I'm going to be fall of next year is a very big deal to me.
And how much time and money would you say that you have saved or will save by applying to and being accepted to the linkage program?
Quite a bit, actually. If you think, say you apply to 3 schools, for example, traveling to 3 out-of-state schools, you're talking close to at least about easily $900 just for traveling and staying there, and then you've got to think about application fees and all that. Say A-Commerce, for example, you have $32 per school, additional school that you apply to, and I know that I probably would have applied to close to 10 schools, so you can see how that could be quite expensive really quickly. And if you travel to 5 of those, then we're talking close to $3,000-4,000. Now, the truth is, I know that in the grand scheme of things, that's not as prohibitive as it sounds, but it's something I know that I probably will save, given the circumstance.
And what words of advice would you offer to others who have never considered applying to a linkage program before now?
I think, personally, that if any of the linkage schools, Western U, LECOM, George Washington, if they are in your top 3 or even 4 to 5 schools, that it's a no-brainer to apply to the program. Because if any of these schools is in your top 2, then it's clear, obviously, that you should apply, because you are in a situation where you are interviewing 5 instead of 200. It's easier to stand out among 5 peers than among 200. You save costs, and I know that the schools probably won't hear this, but if you don't succeed, you have real med school application experience. And so I think, like I said, if they're in your top 5 schools, any of those 3 schools for any of their programs, say dentistry, pharmacy, or medicine, it's a no-brainer. You should apply.
All right. Is there anything else that you would like to add?
Like I said, for someone who any of these schools are in your top 5, you should definitely apply, because the lack of uncertainty really is good. It gives you focus. You know where you're going. The barrier to admission is lower than the general population in the linkage, and your costs are seriously mitigated in terms of application costs. So it's an easy decision if you were previously considering those schools.